Hi, we're working on a school project and we would like you to answer a few questions. Is it okay for you?
It's pretty good.
Okay, then what's your name and which country are you from?
My name is Eborka. I'm from Nigeria.
Can you tell us about your journey from Nigeria to Italy?
Yeah, I can tell you, but I'm gonna be brief because it's a long journey and it's a long story. So I'm gonna try to make everything brief. I left Nigeria 2014, January, February, March. On 9th of March 2014. So I traveled all the way from Nigeria to Niger. That took me 3 days to get to Niger. From Niger, I had to wait for 2 days, and I got to take the draft. It's a car, but we didn't just call it a car. And I got to take this car to get to the Sahara Desert, and that was 4 days before I could go to Libya. I'm trying to make everything brief because if I had to explain everything, it's gonna take a lot of time. But it wasn't an easy process though. I had to pass through some stress. I had to lose breath. I almost died. But I'm a believer, so I said thanks to God that I made it to Libya. When I got to Libya, actually I never think of coming to Italy because I promised my family I was going to Libya to earn some money and to help my family. And I was having a problem before I left my country. I didn't just leave my country because I want to go. I left my country because I was threatened to die. I was in risk. And the reason why I was in risk, one is that my father family, to have a married child was a problem. And my mom got 5 kids, 5 married child and 2 females. So when my father died, his family want to take me from my mom. And my mom didn't want them to take me. I'm the last born though. So that was the problem, and my father's family, they were so rich, and to the extent they had to use the political stuff to have me out from my mom. So it wasn't easy then. It was a problem between my mom and my father's family. So I had to go because my life wasn't stable, and going to the police wasn't the best solution because I tried to go to the police the first time because my father's family are well connected to the police. So it wasn't easy for me to go to the police again. I had to escape from my country. And I go to Libya. Then I had to go to Sabah. It's another city in Libya. So I was working there as a car wash, and I was earning some money to help my family, also take care of myself. Then I had to go to Tripoli. On my way going to Tripoli, I got called by the police. They had to take me to the prison. They said I was into the country without a passport, so I had to be in the prison for 4 months without giving good food. I wasn't feed well. I was drinking water and bread, and so being in the prison, it wasn't easy for me. And my boss, the guy was washing car for how to travel all the way from Sabah to come to Tripoli and get me out from the prison. And the 4 months I was in prison, my mom wasn't feeling fine, my family wasn't feeling fine because they couldn't hear from me. Hope you understand my English. Sorry for my English stuff. They couldn't hear me. They couldn't hear from me. They couldn't contact me. So I had to. When I get out from the prison, I had to call my mom, and she was like, I almost lost my life because I couldn't hear from you. You were my last one, and I didn't support you to leave out the nation because my mom wasn't happy while I was leaving. Being in Tripoli, I was working in a place close to the Tripoli airport, but there was a time in 2014, that same year, that we had a blown blast at the airport and that shakes our own house. So my boss had to take me out from the house that night, promising that he's gonna secure me, but I didn't know he was taking me close to the sea, and I was scared. After 7 hours on the car, I was scared that night. I was like 3 a.m., but I didn't know where we were going to. I was super scared, and he was like, this is my business. I'm gonna take you to Italy. And I was like, I'm not gonna go because I watch the television. I see people die in the sea. So I don't want to risk my life to die in the sea. And he was like, okay, so this is my business. If you don't want to go, I'm gonna make sure I kill you so you don't expose my business. You don't let people know that this is what I do. And I was like, oh no, I can go. And other guys on the boat were telling me that we paid $1,000 money, that is the Libyan money, which is dinar. We paid 1,000 dinar to get into this boat, and you're getting it free, and you don't want to go. And I was like, I'm scared to be inside the sea. I'm trying to just go off everything. So my boss was like, you have to go. He brought out a gun. He tried to threaten my life, and I was scared. But I was on the boat. When the boat was about to move, I had to jump into the sea, trying to escape again. He found me and he knocked me the gun on my leg. He didn't shoot me, but he knocked me on my leg. I had to be on the boat along with the guys. We had to drive for 19 hours, and the draft we were going with wasn't so strong, and the water was waving us. We couldn't control ourselves, and we lost hope. And when the water started coming inside the boat, we had to try to take a bottle of water that we having. We had to start using the bottle to build out the water from the boat. After the 19 hours, we got rescued by the Italian Navy, and that's how I found myself here in Italy.
Thank you for telling us your story. We appreciate that you're telling us so truthfully your story, even if it's difficult to tell. And how long have you been here in Isernia, and are you planning to stay here in Italy?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question though. You know, while I was coming here, the government they were like Milano on my chest, like on my badge, that they're gonna talk me to Milano. So when they brought me here in Molise, and I was like, is this Milano? So, and you know, people were like, no, this is not Milano. We're supposed to go to Milano, but we had the police dropped us here, and I was staying in Montreal, and I did a lot of transfer, but still in the province of Isernia. So after all these things, I had to study, I had to go to school to learn the language, quindi io parlo pure italiano. So I had to go to learn the language, and you know, after I learned the language, I was eager to have a job so I can stay here, because I got a lot of contact here. Many people likes me, the police, they love me. Everywhere I go, they love me. And I have a choir that I sing with. I'm a songwriter. So I found peace in being here. So I had to find a way to stay here. I got connected to my boss, who signed me a contract, and I've been working here since 2 years and 6 months now. I have been here, so I really love being here. I travel around Italy, also out of Europe, like out of Italy. A few weeks ago, I was in Austria for a gospel connection music. So I travel around and I come back to Molise. Sure, I love being here.
That's great. And when you were back in Nigeria, did you have a job, or did you just find a job when you came here?
So when I was in Nigeria, sure, I was working. I'm a hairdresser. I cut hair, so that was my job. I go to school and I do hairdressing. I was learning then to the extent I was good, and I had to work for some years before I come here. Even now, I'm still studying hairdressing at Conchatura, Queen Isenia. So yeah.
Italy is known worldwide for its traditional foods.
Okay.
What types of food is your land known for?
Oh, jollof rice.
Oh, and what is it?
Okay, jollof rice is you know, we have Ghanaian jollof rice, we have Nigerian jollof rice. So our jollof rice, we make it like, we prepare the sauce and we cook rice and we cook the meat outside.
Yeah.
And so we had to wash the rice, like boil the water and wash the rice in the water, the hot water, and put it in the sauce and turn it around and pull the meat and turn down the fire. So when it comes out, it's like ready and saucy and sweet and super amazing.
This sounds delicious.
Thank you.
So, according to popular belief, people around here used to tell stories about an evil spirit called Malombra, which means bad shadow. People said that this spirit lived in the houses or nearby them, and the worst thing attributed to her was the ability to sit on people's chests while they were asleep, therefore causing their death. Indeed, some people used to put a broom in front of their door to keep her away from it. Are there any traditional stories like this in your culture?
Alright, like I told you at the beginning time, like I'm a Christian, so I so much believe in God, and I don't believe in traditional stuff like putting broom and putting other stuff. Like I believe in God, I believe when I pray, God hears my prayer, God blesses me. I don't believe in those stuff, so I don't know much about those stuff.
That's okay.
It exists, but I don't care to know much about it because I believe in God.
Okay. Thank you infinitely for your time. It was a pleasure meeting you. And can we tell about your story to our project?
You're free. I do a lot of this, so you're free.
Okay, so I hope we can see each other again. And can you please sing us a song?
Oh, okay. I just released a new song titled Good God on 10th of December 2019. So who is watching?
Listen to it.
So this song is titled Good God. You know, I released the song just to tell the story of what God has done for me past, like many years ago, how to come here in Italy. So it means a lot to me. I'm gonna sing the song right here. I'm gonna try to make it short. I'm not gonna sing everything, but just try to make it short. So if you wanna check it out, go and check it out. I'm so grateful, Lord. Looking back in my life, looking back in time, from the place you brought me from, and I'm so grateful, Lord. God, you are so good. God, you are so good. God, you are so good. You are so good. You are so good to me. You have been so good. You have been so kind. You have been my every single thing. So if you want to check it out, you can go check it out. Thank you guys. I don't want to go off. I'm so grateful, Lord. Looking back in my life, looking back in time, from the place you brought me from, and I'm so grateful, Lord.